Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Mannu Isu ACCA classes, and in today's video we will be discussing further more question from the Kaplan Kit of F3, so called financial accounting. So in case you have been missed out my previous video, you can still access it from the playlist available on my YouTube channel at free of cost. In case you are watching my video for the first time, do not forget to subscribe my channel and share it among your friends so that they could also have the benefit, right? So let's start the today question. That's 107. And what the question says is, which of the following might explain a debit balance on payable ledger account of an individual credit supplier? Okay, so if we talk about the payable ledger balance, so in case of debit and credit entry, if we are posting any transaction on the credit side of the ledger, it will increase the payable balance. But if we post the transaction on the debit side, it will decrease the payable ledger balance. And what the question is asking, the payable ledger account is having debit balance, and when the payable ledger account is created, when we have purchased something on the credit from our supplier, right? So in that case, it should be posted on the credit side and it will increase payable balance. But here in our question, there is debit balance on the payable ledger. So what does that mean? We might have been paid twice to our supplier, or supplier might have been passed the credit note, right? So there could be possible scenario, but let's evaluate the each of the four option. Okay, so option 1 says business took a settlement discount to which it is not entitled and paid less than the amount due. Right. So if we are taking any discount from our supplier, this would typically causes a discrepancy in the payment amount. Suppose I have been purchased for 4,000 from my supplier, and if we get a discount of 250, there will be still balance of 250. Let me make a laser, it will be more clear. So this is the payable ledger balance, and on the left hand side we are having a debit balance, on the right hand side we will have a credit balance. So if we have purchased something on credit from our supplier, it will be posted on the credit side because it will increase our payable balance. Suppose I have been purchased for 1,000, so it will be posted on this side, right? So that means I need to pay 1,000 to my supplier, right? So but instead of that I paid 750 and get discount of 250. So if I will not book the discount, only book the what I have been paid, so in this ledger, if I will post 750, there will be balance of 250 which will be carry forward, right? Why? Because we have got a discount of 250 but we have not posted in the ledger. So it will again it will be on the credit side and it will be reflected as a credit balance, not the debit balance, right? So this option is not correct. Moving to the next option, which is option B. What the option B says, the business mistakenly paid an invoice twice. This could be the possible scenario. Suppose let me rub this one. Okay, so suppose I have been purchased on the credit for 1,000, but instead of that I have been paid 2,000, right? So now the carry forward balance will be on the credit side and amount will be 1,000, and from next year it will be shown on the debit side, right? So this could be possible scenario for the debit balance on the payable ledger. Okay, Moving ahead, bookkeeper failed to enter a contra entry with a receivable ledger. Okay, so I must say you guys might be knowing about the contra concept. Contra concept means our supplier is also a customer. So we are having a payable and receivable ledger from the same party, and instead of asking for the payment or paying separately to the same person, we will net off those amount. Whatever the amount is remaining, we will either pay or receive. Okay, so if we will come to the receivable chapter, we will discuss more on this topic. For now, just understand this much. Okay, so now if bookkeeper failed to enter a contra with a receivable ledger, does it will explain the debit balance on the payable ledger? No, this could result in incorrect balance basically, but it does not directly explain the debit balance on the payable ledger account. Okay, so it will simply offset your payable and receivable ledger. Suppose this is a payable ledger. At the same time, I am in my receiver ledger. I need to get received 1,000 from the same supplier because my supplier is a customer as well. So in that case, I will just set net of. I will pass the entry and net of this amount. Set of this amount. Right, so the bookkeeper, if bookkeeper failed to keep entry on the contra to enter a contra with a receivable ledger, it won't impact. It will not explain the debit balance of the payable ledger. Okay, so last, bookkeeper failed to post a check paid to the account. This would lead to the understated payment. Right, meaning means that payable account would still be shown higher, and which will be on the credit side. Right, so again this will not explain your debit balance. So according to evaluating all four options, the correct answer is B. Okay, moving ahead, next we have question number 108. Rachel payables general ledger account has balance of at again this is talking about the payable ledger balance. So if we will draw payable ledger, so the payable ledger balance at 1st October 20 exit means it will be on the credit side, so it will be brought forward balance, and amount is 34,500 34,500 34,500. Let me rub this, just wait. So brought forward balance is 34,500. Okay. So next we have, during October, credit purchase were 78,400. Now think one more time. If you are purchasing goods on the credit, will it increase your payable balance or not? Of course, it will increase your payable balance. Increasing payable balance means it should be posted on credit side. So here we will add purchase amount is 78,400. Okay. So next we have, and cash purchase were 2,400. Do you think cash purchase will impact our payable ledger? No. If we are purchasing the goods on the credit, then only it will impact. So this transaction will have no effect on this ledger. And payment made to supplier excluding cash purchase after a settlement discount of 1,200 were 68,900. So we are paying to our supplier, right? So how much we have been paid to our supplier? 68,900. But we got a discount as well. If we will not show the discount amount, our payable balance, payable general ledger balance will show 1,200 more. But instead of that, we have already got a discount from our supplier. So we need to show 1,200 as well for a discount. Now purchase return during October were 4,700. Now we are we have purchased certain goods, and if now we are returning those goods to our supplier, then our payable balance will be reduced. So again it will posted on the debit side 4,700. So adding up total balance will give what is the total balance? Let's see. So we have 34,500, and we will add how much is the amount? 78,400, right? So on the credit side the total balance is 112,900, right? But if we will look at the, so according to double entry system, the debit and credit should be equal. So our if we will add debit side, it says 68,900. Okay, then adding 1,200, then again 4,700. Okay, so it will give our total of 74,800. So which is not equal to the total balance on the credit side. So on the credit side we are having 1,12,900, right? So what is the difference? 112,900. So we are having a difference of 38,100 on the debit side, which will be our carry forward amount, and this carry forward amount will be opening balance for the next year. So if we will talk about the closing balance as on 31st October 20x8, it is 38,100, right? Okay, so moving ahead to our next question. That's the question number 109. What is the balance on the receivable general ledger account at the end of the accounting period? Okay, so again they are asking for the closing balance of the receivable ledger. So what are the items they have given to us? Sales. So as they are talking about receivable ledger, we will assume this is for the credit sales, right? So if we are selling goods on the credit, that means we need to get something from our customer in return, but customer has not been paid yet. So again it will increase our receivable balance. That means it should be posted on the debit side. So 25, just wait. Okay, so what's the amount? 250,000, right? Okay, so next we have on the bank we have received 225,000. So again we will assuming that we have received in respect of the receivable balance that is due from our customer. So if we are receiving amount from our customer either by the cash or by the bank, it will reduce our receivable balance. And reducing receivable balance means it should be posted on the credit side. And what is the amount? 225,123. Okay, so again the customer has returned the goods. So if customer is returning the goods, in that case we will again post it on the credit side, so which is 2,500. Because if we are selling the goods on the credit, it will increase our debit balance, and now we are returning the goods, customer are returning the goods, so it will be posted on the credit side. So now we have a irrecoverable debt of 3,000. So irrecoverable debt means that you will not get this much amount from your customer. This might be customer have bankrupt or their business have been liquidated, right? So again it will be posted on the credit side, 3,000. Okay, so then we have a returned unpaid check. So we have returned a customer the check which has not been in cash. So again it will be it will increase our balance. Why it will increase our balance? Because customer has given us check in respect of this amount, so we have reduced our receivable balance. But now this check has not been in cash, so now it will increase the receivable balance by the same amount. Contra with payables. Again, in case your supplier or your customer is supplier, in that case we need to pass a contra entry. So it will reduce your receivable ledger, and so it will be posted on the credit side. 4,000. So let's add the all this amount, and let's see how much the total is. If we will add credit part, the amount is 225123. Then again 2500. Then again we have 3000, and again we have 4000. Okay, so giving us total balance of 23. How much it was? 234500. Okay, so if we will add debit side, let's see how much it is. 250,000 plus 3500. So this will give you a total of 253,500. 253,500. So now, according to double entry system, our debit and credit should be equal. But if we will look at our ledger, it is not equal. So how much is the difference? So difference amount is 19,000, and it is on the credit side. So carry forward amount will be 19,000. So it will be opening balance next year and shown on the debit side. So you can say closing balance of receivable as at the year end will be 19,000. Okay, so I hope this is clear. Next question. Mehal wrongly paid a Norton 250 twice for the goods purchased on the credit. So if we are purchasing goods on the credit, what will be the journal entry? We will debit purchase, right? And on the credit side, we will have we are paying for, okay, so if we will payable balance, we will record payables. Okay, so now this is purchase. Okay, I can write through the note as well. Let me do that. So we will have a debit purchase. So now we have 250, right? And credit will be payables. 250. So this is the initial journal entry we have been passed at the time of purchase of goods on the credit, right? So now it's time to pay the supplier. So if we are paying, means we have paid, how much we have paid? We have paid 250 twice, means we have paid 500, right? So how should Mehal account for the and at the same time the supplier has reimbursed those amount, so right? So first of all, we had paid twice from our bank, right? And let's pass this entry as well. Let me do this. If we are paying overpayment of 250 twice, then in that case our payable balance might have been reduced by 500 and credit bank by 500. This is the entry that have been passed when we have paid twice to our supplier. But now our payable balance was only 250, but instead of that there might have been debit balance of 250 as well, because we have debited the payables ledger by 500 instead of 250, right? So now we need to correct that first, and again the supplier has refunded those amounts. So again our bank account will be credited by the 250, and the credit will be the payables, because we have debited the by 500. So 250 need to be reduced. So this will be the correct debit bank, credit payables. Okay. Okay, so this is for the question number 110. Okay, Moving forward, we will be start doing form 111. So I hope guys this video is useful. Please like and subscribe to my channel. You will get the bell icon on your screen. Please subscribe and share it among your friend. In case you haven't missed out my previous video, you can still access those video at the free of cost from my YouTube channel. At there are playlist made for each of the subject. You can go and access all of this topic at the free of cost. So thank you so much guys for watching my video. Have a good day.